Hi there, it's Martin here with a video to explain why it might be sensible to spend more money on your refurbishment projects than some other people would think is reasonable. The thing that really makes projects stand out is value. What we really need to consider with our projects is what is the end value of the project that we are delivering. As property investors, it's very easy to try and do everything we can as cheaply as possible. And in some marketplaces, that's absolutely right. But there are times where actually you do need to spend more money to create a higher value property at the end of the day. And you might find yourself talking to other property investors that will start to quiz you as to why you are spending so much money on your refurbishment. You might say something like, oh, I spent £100,000 converting my house into an HMO, and they'll say, oh, I've done mine for only £60,000. But of course, if you've delivered a much higher quality property, then it may well justify you spending additional money. Now, typically with any kind of refurbishment, if you get the better quality products and you think through your design and you get some nice features, you will almost certainly always add additional value into your projects. And you will almost certainly always add more value into your projects than the cost of those works. For instance, you could choose to do a slightly nicer kitchen. Now, it's a hard thing to say what is the value of a kitchen, but let's say in a fairly budget refurbishment, the kitchen might cost you £4,000 to buy. In a better quality refurbishment, it might cost you £6,000 to buy. Not massive difference, and as I say, it's hard to prove whether £2,000 difference in cost is going to be recovered in value, but I guarantee that you start doing a slightly nicer kitchen, slightly nicer bathroom, slightly nicer door handles, slightly nicer tiles, you'll find that you've perhaps spent £10,000 to £15,000 more, but your value by then will start to be up £30,000 or more higher than it would have been. So don't be afraid to spend money to add value. Do some research, particularly with estate agents, to understand what value people will pay for, what will vendors pay for, what will tenants pay for, what are they actually looking for. And if you can deliver all of those, even though it may cost you more than some other people would refurbish that property for, that's not necessarily a bad thing. The key thing with value is it is very hard to measure up front, so you do need to do your own research. You need to kind of feel as though it's something that might add value. And one little thing on its own won't really add value. You've got to lift the whole value of the property. You can't just lift the value of the kitchen. You've got to lift everything up to that next level. So don't be afraid to spend money is what I'm saying. Do your due diligence, do your research, make sure you understand what you're spending your money on. But spending money is not a bad thing as long as you can prove that you are adding a greater value at the end of the day. So I really hope this video has sown some seeds for you, given you some other ideas, and I look forward to catching up with you on another video soon.